Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Pages and Me. And in this video I'm going to go through the books I read in August. This is in no particular order because I switched them up so much, but we have this one, Zeedelven voor Amalia, and this was a DNF. I did read some little bits in the book, but it wasn't DNF because I hated it. Mom and daughter fell in love with the same man. Mother and man had a relationship, and from one day to the next the daughter is going to marry him, so it's a no for me. Then we have this one, and this is a DNF because this is book 2 in the series, and book 1 is the Rozenkoningin, and then this one should be the one over there, if I am correctly. It starts with someone getting hanged in England, and yeah, I should have known this was book 2 in the series and not book 1 or a standalone, so that's why it's going to leave my bookshelf. Then I read Jaxie Person and the Titan's Curse, and that is book 3 in the series. Yeah, and I don't know, so far I think book 1 is the best book in the series, and I seriously can't remember what is book 3 about, so clearly I didn't read it good enough. I also read it in one day, so I'll listen to it while I was cleaning, so yeah, it's less than 300 pages, so you can read it in one day. And then I also read Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, is it in English? This is the Dutch version. And so far, because this is the first time reading Harry Potter, this is the best book in the series. First is book 4, then 1, then 3, then 2. I didn't like book 2 at all. But this is a good one, and it reads very easy. And I didn't actually want to put it down. The thing is, I do have to say, you're like over 100 pages in the book before the school actually starts, so that's kind of crazy for me. But yeah, definitely different than what it is in the films about it, the movies about. So I can recommend to read the books before the films, because otherwise it isn't as good. Then of course I tried reading Accidentally Amy, and this was a DNF by me, so I will put it online to sell. This is actually the second time I read a book by Lynn Painters. The other one was also very popular on BookTok, but I also didn't love that one. It was okay, I think I gave it 3 stars, but I started hating reading this book, and I didn't want to do it anymore, so I just DNF'd it. So hopefully someone else will love this book, because it is a pretty cover, which I just got tired. Like, sorry I'm telling you, but they are like little children and they need to grow up. I read this one, and I have read the series before. I had it on my phone as an ebook when I was like 15, I think, and then later on, I think last year, I found them in the thrift shop. This one is in the Dutch version, and I I do have them in English on in the hardcover. I was looking for them, but I reorganized my bookshelf and now I've kind of found anything back, and I hate it, so I will do probably it again but later, because I need to read more books so I have more place, and then maybe I can do the things I like or would like. I read this one, Psycho Shifters by Jasmine Mass, and I liked reading this one. It is a reverse harem, so I know this isn't for everyone, and I do find it kind of childish written, so it just need to go through more editing, I think. I don't know if I bought the indie version, but it just need to go through more editing. Yeah, I think this isn't an indie version, so maybe if you bought, I don't know if it's traditional published yet, but they have like a book with sprayed edges, maybe that one is better. But I do like this one, and I also bought the other books in the series, so I can continue that one. I read Aurora Rising, and I think I gave it like 4.5 stars, and I am interested to see where it's going, so I'm looking for the next book in the series. I bought this on Vinted, so it is cracked and something like that, but it is with sprayed edges. It is an interesting concept, because at first I didn't like it, and then I was like, put it on the side and try so many months later. So now I read this in August. This is one of the books my sister picked for my August TBR, and this is good. Yeah. Like, you kind of know the main character, man, yes, the man and the female character. Like, you would expect them to get together, but she falls in love with another guy, and he loves his best friend. So yeah, that's something else. So if you like some, like, this is YA, but if you like enemies to lovers, because there is a bit of enemies. If you like soulmates, fall in love on first sight. If you like friends to lovers to friends, you know, there is a bit of everything. But if you don't like many POVs, maybe this book isn't for you, but I really like this one, and I did tap some of them. And what was her name? Zila is my favorite. Like, she's my spirit. I would be like her, so if you have read it, you know why. This is a book my dad found for me on the street on the side, so he didn't steal it. It was for free, and this is the Girl with Pearl earring, and I'm going to unhaul this one. I'm going to ask my mom if she's interested in this one. I don't think so. Maybe. To be honest, this is a fast read. It reads really easy, but there were some typing mistakes, and that's why it bothered me so much. And I also know I won't ever read this book again, so that's another reason why this is going. Yes. Maxton Hall College. This is the Dutch version. That's why it looked like this. I know there are other versions with sprayed edges, but those cost a lot more. I bought this on Vinted, and this is really your typical college, rich college, poor female character. This is YA, kinda, but I don't know. This is for people who start reading, or younger people, because this is very like every other college story for me, so I knew how this was going to end up. um, I'm not sure if I will continue this one. It's definitely isn't at the top of my priority, so for now this is staying, but maybe later I will be an avid. So I thought there was a series about that on HBO Max, I think. So that's a possibility. And this is a book, The Twin Crowns, that was that I didn't finish in July, so I took it over to August. This is the bad book, but it wasn't also my favorite one. How would I best describe this one? They are twins. They got separated at birth. The princess that is staying with like the humans are like didn't think she's all alone, and then the other twin who got raised by the witches knew she had a twin, and she actually wanted to get a crown, so the witches are on the power again. But they like, she's so good, my twin, and then but I have to get the crown because the witches, and just seriously just talk with each other, and just why don't you just ask, oh, what do you want when you get queen? Oh, I want this, and I want the queen, I want the witches, and I want everything to be normal, and just no more war and no more fighting. And I think both of them wanted that. So it would have been weird for me that one twin sister stabs the other one in the back. But as you can oh, I read 3 audiobooks. I'm going to take my reading journals so you can see. I listened to Detesting by Joelle Carbonnet because it is for, let me look, it is, Detesting is the first book in the series. This is book, I don't have that one, I have book 2, the study, and book 3, the exam. And this reminds me of Divergent and I was going to say Runners and Ripping, but Hunger Games, yes. So she needs to win against other college students to get her place in the college so she can study. It's about this one. And she has to kill a lot of people. So that's why it reminded me of that. Then I listened to The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, and I wasn't really a big fan. She has so many better books. Like, I still think I haven't listened to or read all of her books, but Never Lie is one of her best books. Like, I was shocked. You also have like The Perfect Son or something like that. That was okay. There are other ones. The Boyfriend was okay, but I kind of knew what was happening, so not really a big plot twist. But Never Lie, I love that one. And then I also listened to Sunrise on the Reaping. I listened to Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes in 2024. Now this one, I am planning to buy those 2 books. And then the The Hunger Games is on my reading, on my TBR. I have those physical books. So I think once I read those, I'm going to buy the other ones, or just when I found them, because as you can see, I have a lot of books, and I need to read a lot. So yeah. I was going to, I don't know if you saw those, my TikTok, but my sister picked 6 books for my August TBR. One of them is still downstairs. I haven't finished that one, but I finished 4. 5 is downstairs. This is book 6 and I don't know which one it is. So let's just like unwrap it. I think it's like this, and see which books she chose. No, yeah, I knew it. This is The Discovery of Witches. I haven't read this one. I need to read book 1. I think it was, at least it was over there. But she doesn't know which books I read and didn't read, so I just said to her, pick some books. If it is the wrong one in the series, the wrong number, I would just pick the right one. But I'm kind of happy I didn't pick this one, because I wasn't really excited for it. So I'm going to put it back in here because I have other filming to do. So yeah. So I read 3 audiobooks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 physical books, and 3 of them are also DNFs. So yeah, albeit it wasn't a bad month for August. There are 4 books leaving and there's only 1 going in, so I'm happy. Thank you for watching. Bye.